Ready to share your testimony? Begin.
Thank you for listening. It's good to be heard, because we're not being heard. I'm a single mother, was born and raised in Milwaukee, here with my best friend. She's a Milwaukee public school teacher. I'm a probation and parole agent in Milwaukee. I specialize in the supervision of violent gang members on the north side of Milwaukee. I am a single mother. I adopted my daughter out of foster care. I adopted her in 2009. She came to stay with me in 2008. She's the light of my life and the reason I'm here. In 2009, shortly after my adoption of my daughter, I revoked, which means sent an offender back to prison, after he stuck a gun in an innocent man's mouth and threatened to kill him. 1 year later, when I was working, doing something up and beyond my job at the Milwaukee Secure Detention Facility, that individual who I revoked was there on the floor when I was addressing a group of inmates. And I was there doing a reentry reintegration group. This is a group that brings inmates back into our community, back into our neighborhood, next door to the people that we live, our mothers, our sisters. Little did I know that this inmate was on there. He threatened to kill me and my 4-year-old daughter. He gave my address to an entire pod of prison inmates in the Milwaukee Secure Detention Facility. My union supported me. I was supported by probation officers, parole officers, correctional officers, Bureau of Milwaukee Child Welfare workers. These other people, citizens, came to support me when other people did not. I was also supported by the Milwaukee Police Department. I want to put out there that I work in a Milwaukee Police District. I wear a bulletproof vest to work. That's what I have. When I was 5 years old, my dad was a labor union worker, and he had me in T-shirts protesting and standing up. My dad is very proud of me for being here today. I strongly oppose Scott Walker's bill, because this is not what Wisconsin is built on. And I do believe in our private sector employees. They help me do my job. They help me do my job. I arrest people, I detain people, but I do maintain their civil rights. And I'm telling you, you cannot take my voice. You cannot take away my collective bargaining. It cannot be privatized. We cannot be privatized because we do not do private sector work. My benefits are my income, where I support a child. And I support this child. But I love my job. I love my job not because this inmate thought he could threaten me. And I will add that for the last 6-7 months, his family and friends have been coming to my home. My door has been kicked in 3 times. I've got graffiti written on my door. I've had $20,000 in property damage and $8,000 in lost wages. I cannot take this hit for the upbringing of my daughter, for myself. My brothers and sisters in my union cannot take this. This is part of what we do. We do it because this is what we believe in. We give it. I give it my all, because even though this guy did what he did and he had people doing what they did to me, I do it because you know what? There's people with a glimmer of hope. People do rehabilitate. These are people who live next door to everybody in this room. And when the courts can't do it and the police can't do it because there's not enough evidence, probation and parole does it. Okay, this is what we do. And there's a glimmer of hope because there are people who turn it around eventually. And if it's 1 out of 100, it happens. I've been called lazy. I've been called a crybaby. I've been called a hag. I have a mortgage. I have a child. I have people coming at me thinking they know what I do and what I make and what I have. But something I do have, I have a voice. I have a voice for probation officers. I have a voice for correctional officers, Bureau of Child Welfare workers. I have a voice for people who are in unions. I also give my voice to foster children and disadvantaged children of the city that I live and work in. And I want to have, not only do I have this voice, I want people to listen to me. This is what we do. Please put a face with what we do. We are not half. We are not half. And I strongly oppose this bill because this is not what Wisconsin is built on, and this is going to kill our state. and it is going to ruin the quality of life for those that are around us.
Thank you.
Amen.